Hello, welcome back to Never Is Funny. Now, if you're new here, first of all, hello, good to see you. Welcome to the club. This is a show where I talk to funny people and hope to God that they talk back. So now, a new series begins. Fringe is here, Edinburgh Fringe. And don't worry, I came prepared. I started vaguely thinking about doing episodes during May. And I finally progressed to getting guests lined up about a week and a half ago. But don't tell any agents that, alright? I have to maintain a veneer of professionalism. It's our little secret. Now, we're going to kick things off with not one, not two, not three. Actually, I went too high. It is two. Comedians. Their names are Lianna Holston and Michael Mcpheat. Now, they've got a split bill show, starter pack. And look, I know I say this every time, but I love this one. They've got such a great yin and yang dynamic, and they both clearly love what they do. And by the end of this, if you're worth your salt, note to self, look up what worth your salt means, and then you'll love them too. Hit it.
Welcome back to the show, where I talk to comedians in the know. That's right. It's never as funny. It's never as funny. The show's it's called Never As Funny. It's the name of the show, by the way. Never as funny. That's the gist of it. The name. The show's called Never. This is like the title music. It's called Never As Funny. All right. Hello, everyone. So, I'll do the little introduction. So let me look at the. You appear to have frozen. Was it something I said? They are both now no longer in the call at all. So it's just the me show now. Now, for you guys listening, I'm gonna keep real. I need to pee so bad, but also I was delayed getting them on the call. So I do you guys think I got time to run and pee before I send them the link, or is that rude? But otherwise, I'm gonna be sitting here like grimacing the whole time. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Lianna and Michael, I'm really sorry when you listen back to this. But I need to be able to concentrate on what you're saying, so I got to feed. So I don't think the link will work again. I think I need to send a new one. But I'm going to email you both now saying, I assume that your internet crashed. Hopefully the same link should still work. Let me know if not, and can send a new one. Now, I don't think it is going to work, but hopefully this little diversion gives me time to run and pee real quick. Little view behind the curtain for you guys, and also for you, Lianna and Michael, it's a view behind the curtain into the dark, manipulating side of my personality. Oh wait, it did work. That's okay. I'm gonna hold it. It's all good. Hello again.
Dude, I'm so sorry. This
Back.
Honestly, don't worry about it.
I don't know if do you know about the storms in Edinburgh?
No, I didn't know about the storms in Edinburgh.
Oh. Well, honey, listen up.
Storm, what's her name? Floris?
Oh, I love that. That's a cute
They
name.
told us it yesterday. I can't remember.
Yeah, so there's a big amber warning in Scotland. And so it means half the venues have closed because of the winds. Yeah, we're talking like that. So shows have cancelled.
Yeah.
Like, apart from our
Oh my god.
starter pack at Gilded Balloon at 1:40 p.m. every day.
Very strong, famously inside show, indoors.
Inside show.
Very sturdy building.
Yeah.
So in some ways, this is great for you guys. Hopefully it drives crowds to you.
Well, it's a shame about this Wi-Fi though. Sorry about that. I hope it doesn't conk out again, mate.
To be honest, on my end, I'm now pretty clear for the rest of the day. So I'm happy to stop and start. But if it's a problem for you guys, I'm happy to reschedule as well.
Wipe my calendar. No, cool. No, it's all. No, thank you for having us.
Yes. Okay. So take two.
Take two, yeah.
Now I've got Lianna Holston and Michael Mcpheat on the show. Both comedians. You've both done various different things, but I think most important to bring up, you each got kind of central characteristics to you. So Lianna once waited in line 45 minutes to see a dog, and Michael, I love this one. You have a phobia of badly applied sun cream to children.
Yeah.
So before we get into anything else, I would love if you could provide each of you some context for these things.
After you.
Thank you so much. Yes, hello, Lianna here. The corgi, she's a celebrity corgi called Maxine. Maxine the Fluffy Corgi is her handle on Instagram at Mad Max Fluffy Road. And she went on tour of America. She came to Los Angeles and there was a Corgi meetup and I went.
Wow,
and I waited in line. I stood in line for 45 minutes and it's like a meet and greet, a celebrity meet and greet. And you go up and you pat the dog and you take a photo with her. And it was incredible.
That's brilliant.
I think it was genuinely one of the best days of my life.
What was she like?
She was so soft. She was so soft and benevolent. And I think she was a little sleepy because it was toward the end of the meet and greet. But she was in this backpack, like a dog backpack. So her head was by her owner's shoulder. And she was just being a little sweetie pie.
That's your WhatsApp profile.
That's my
picture.
WhatsApp profile.
Oh my God, I'm honored to.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're part of the celebrity.
I know. Me and Maxine.
That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that it wasn't like a never meet your heroes moment with Maxine.
Gosh, no. She was a delight.
Fantastic. And Michael, I'd love to, I'd love to hear about the phobia.
I mean, where do I begin? Like, I don't really like things on my skin. Like, I don't like sun cream and I'd rather burn than have sun cream on. But I think it manifests every summer because when I go outside, or especially like the beach, and you just see these kids running around and they've just got all this like face paint on them. And it just makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, why are we not rubbing it in? And then all the sand is going to mix in. And it just makes me spin out. And I think I must have just had a really bad experience as a kid having it badly applied to me. And so when I just see kids running around, I don't want them to touch me and I want them to go miles away from me. But I'm from a very like inland town and I rarely go to the beach. So I don't know why I have that fear, but when it happens, it's terrifying. So awful.
I hope it's something you managed to overcome. Perhaps at some point you could arrange some kind of exposure therapy where, I don't know, you just get swarmed by like 100 badly sun-creamed kids.
Oh no, tell me. I'm good. I don't know. Yeah. There's also a huge spider in our hallway at the moment. I'm like, I don't know if I want to leave the house, but it's big style.
And the worst has happened, which is we used to have eyes on the spider, but now we don't know where it went.
Oh, that's awful.
And I don't wish ill on it. I just would like to know its location.
Yeah.
And it's 3 words, because I know it's going to come in my room. Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah, great.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys are really under fire with, you guys mentioned that there's a huge storm in Edinburgh right now. I think you said it's called Storm Floris.
Yeah, let me look up. Let me not get this woman's name wrong.
Yeah, don't.
She's wreaking havoc here across all of Scotland. Wind, storm, name.
And we're so tiny as well. So we were really scared that when we were flying for the show that we'd get like whisked away.
Yes, Storm Floris.
Floris,
like, yeah.
100-mile-per-hour winds. Ooh, she's a speed queen.
Oh my God, that's wild. Well, yeah, hopefully you guys stay safe and don't get the sort of roof taken off your building mid-interview.
Twister style.
Yeah.
Other than those 2 facts, which I'm glad to say we've now covered, how would you, I mean, obviously comedians, but like in Edinburgh right now when you're introducing yourselves to people, how do you describe yourselves?
Well, our show starter pack, it's like an insight into our goofy little minds.
Yeah.
We've been advertising it as the greatest collaboration between Milton Keynes and America since the Enigma Machine, but twice as gay. So we're sort of looking for the girls, gays and nays, but also everybody else. But what we do is, so when we're out flying, we're looking for people that like, they look like a silly Billy.
Yes.
We see them from down the street and we go, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. There's only X amount of silly Billies stood in front of me. And then we sell them the shows. We say, if you have racing thoughts, this is your Grand Prix.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, thank you. It's a split bill stand-up comedy show. So it's an hour long where Lianna does one half and I do the other. And it's just a little like insight into what makes our anxious sweetie pie minds tick. I think it works on people. They always chuckle when we say that to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been very interesting who does come to the show, because a lot of it is like your grandparents, and I'm like, I don't remember firing to you.
Yes, yeah.
But they seem to be enjoying it, so that's a relief, and it's fun to educate people. So yeah, that's kind of been how we've been doing. I don't know if I've missed anything. Nuh-uh. But also, Lianna and I, our energies on stage are a little bit different, which I think helps us. We're sort of yin and yang, and we sort of, that reflects out on the pavement as well. I'm a bit more high energy buffoon,
Yes.
And Lianna is a calming presence.
I'm behind Michael, handing out flyers. You can really tell people really adore Michael. And then I also am there, is what I would say. Is the dynamic.
But it seems to be working. Like we're 1 week on into the Fringe, and like it's our first run ever.
Yeah.
Like I've not performed a full run at Fringe before, so we're learning so much every day, and we're still like working out what our route is, like down the Royal Mile or
Yes,
past the other squares and stuff. So we're starting to like work out like what our route is, what kind of people we're looking for, and things like that. Just definitely not kids, especially with sun cream on. So
yes, yeah. That's great. I'm curious. So this grand collaboration, I love that you phrased it as a collaboration between Milton Keynes and America as well, which sort of places Milton Keynes on kind of a country level status, which I think it may deserve. But what if your kind of paths been like into comedy and eventually to conjoining with each other for this?
It's very different journeys. I started doing comedy when I was in high school. I was on my high school improv team. And then continued it into college, or as you would say here, university. And did improv all throughout university and majored in theater as well. And then after graduating, I moved to Los Angeles and I did improv at UCB out there, which is one of the major improv hubs in the US, and worked in the entertainment industry for about 5 years. Right. Then moved to the UK 2 years ago and switched from improv to stand-up when I moved over here, because the stand-up scene is so huge in London and the improv scene comparatively is quite small. And that's how I ended up doing stand-up comedy over here.
So I'm by trade an interior designer. And so I've been a designer for about a decade now. Yeah. Just designing bars and clubs and stuff. And then I think I turned 30, pandemic happened. You know, when you kind of question all of life's choices. You look quite young, so I don't know if you've entered this era yet, but you hit an age where you're like, what the hell am I doing? And what was the inciting factor? Someone asked me this the other day, but you know what? It's Fringe.
Yes.
To be honest, I had a friend who did the tech at Pleasance, and he was like, oh, you should come see a few shows for a long weekend. So I did. And I've always liked laughing. I've always loved Ab Fab and all like the great British sitcoms. So I knew I always liked laughing, and I'm a good storyteller, I'd like to think. But then coming to Fringe kind of was seeing people do it as a job on stage. It was just like, it was just such an amazing experience. And so I started doing that about 7 years ago. But then the pandemic happened, and turning 30, blah, blah, blah. And I guess it just kind of made me think like, oh, you know what? Like, I really want to do this. Like, I think I really want to give it a shot. And then kind of like, as if like something sent by God herself, I got a Black Friday deal for a comedy course down in central London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, called City Lit. So I got a discount. And I was like, yeah, sod it. Like, let's give it a shot. And that was 3 years ago. And then, just kind of like started gigging from there, really. And then I met Lianna, and we've been on the circuit together for, well, I guess since you arrived in the UK, I guess. Yeah. And we were doing similar gigs. Like there's some queer comedy venues in London that we like doing. And so we'd often bump into each other, and Lianna always made me laugh and made me feel comfortable. So, and then,
then Michael proposed.
Yeah.
Marriage. No,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I got one. Michael proposed doing a split bill at the Fringe this year, last September.
It was something like that.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yes, because I had just submitted my visa application.
Yeah.
And I replied within the same 1 minute of him sending the message. And it was on Instagram as well. So it was like deeply uncool, because they can see when. And normally I'll wait, regardless of who it is.
I thought you were as well.
I'll give it like 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
But no, I was like, yes. And I didn't even have a visa yet to be allowed to stay in the country by this point.
Oh, that's very dramatic.
By August of 2025. So I just simply said yes, and we'll figure it out. We'll find a way to do it.
Yeah.
And we've been working together on it since I think we really got into the thick of it in November of last year.
Yeah.
So it's been months and months in the making.
We both also participated in the competition last year in Edinburgh called So You Think You're Funny?
Yes.
We both came semi-finalists, which I think is such a great achievement for me anyway. Like, I think it was fantastic to even get that far. And so we were in the same kind of circles. I thought, I feel like I could learn a lot from Lianna. But also we had this link to Gilded Balloon. And so kind of off the back of that, we just kind of essentially hounded the venue.
Right.
And was like, hey, we're really good. Yeah, we might not have won, but we're actually really good. And you should give us a shot. And then, a nice booking at a fancy bar and a bottle of rosé later, we got asked to fill out an application. And now here we are a year later.
That's brilliant. I mean, that's a brilliant grind from you guys. You saying that with begging them for a spot and also flyering and things like that really shows just how much of, I mean, really this career in general, but especially Fringe, how much of it is spent just kind of pleading with with people to please come see the show. Please host us, please.
Oh, yeah. Just actively begging people on the street to come for free to a show.
Oh my God, yeah.
And they're like, maybe.
It's like, it's free. It's £0.
It's free and you just told me you have no plans right now. And also it's the windstorm of the century outside. You're supposed to sit down indoors somewhere.
Yeah, and they're like,
we're offering you a place.
I think I might sit outside.
I might go swim in the ocean. I might go get in the sea.
Yeah, I might stand on the tallest hill.
Jumping up a mountain instead.
Yeah. We've definitely been begging. Yeah. Sometimes if someone doesn't want a flyer from me, I then tend to double down and start crying.
It's amazing. And it actually works as well. Like sometimes Michael will chase people down in the street and say, please come to our show.
Please come to our show. Oh, please.
At least take the flyer.
Yeah, take
it. Be the opposite. Today, today when we were flyering, Michael was delighting a group and there were some stragglers. And so I went up to them and I was like, oh, very silly stand-up comedy every day. And she was like, I'm with them. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go. Which is better than normally I'm like, oh, no worries, I'll just kill myself. Oh, but I wouldn't say that to strangers.
No, yeah.
We can't, not allowed.
We can, it's not allowed. But also we spent so much money on the flyer. Like it's so beautiful.
I did think when I saw it, that's a very nice piece of work.
Thank you.
Yeah, that flyering thing is so real as well. I mean, when I did it a couple of years ago, I think I was very much more in your camp, Lianna, of I had to get over so much modesty is the wrong word. I think it's very difficult to flyer as like a people pleaser because I would quickly end up in a situation where I'd be like, if you want to come see the show, it'd be great. I'm so sorry to bother you. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you probably didn't even want to, like, you probably didn't even, in fact, don't come, just don't come. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah. There's different tactics and sometimes words just come out.
Yeah.
I don't know to speak for you, but.
What did I say yesterday? Somebody yesterday was wearing a t-shirt that said like margaritas. And what we've been doing, I meant to tell you this, but then I had to go inside and do my dissociation for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Every day before our show, like changeover starts, I have to go sit inside and stare at a wall for 10 minutes and just like not speak to anybody after doing the flyering for an hour. But before that yesterday, because our show is at 1:40 in the afternoon, sometimes we'll say, very silly stand-up show, come digest your lunch with us.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But yesterday, this woman walked past in a margaritas shirt and my brain was so dead by that point and I had lost my grasp on language. And so all I said was, margaritas, come digest.
Oh my God.
And that's then when I was like, I'm going to go inside.
Yeah. Yeah. When I see the light fading from Liana's eyes about half an hour before the show, I'm like, you go sit down.
Yeah.
And
I'm truly no longer an asset to selling the show at that point.
Did Margaritas lady, did you get a response at all?
No.
What do you think?
I mean, I know if it were me, I'd be intrigued.
Like she looked further away than she had been looking.
Bless her.
It's like there's a crazy woman yelling at me.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
We've only done 1 week, so Lord knows what another 3 weeks of this funny thing we're doing is going to go.
Oh, definitely. So I think you said this is your first time doing the Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
Before, have you been doing the show together in London at all or sort of elsewhere?
Yeah, we did several WIPs or work in progress shows. First one in January. We kind of did roughly one a month leading up to the Fringe.
Yeah.
And that was really nice because we would meet and we'd have little creative sessions where people would cook me a delicious meal. And then
the banana garlic bread.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, banana garlic bread.
Delicious meal with one notable exception.
I made Lianna lasagna, and when she came over for the first time, so we could like discuss the show. And I'd been keeping the garlic bread in the freezer as one does, but I also had been keeping bananas in the same drawer. And so when I cooked the garlic bread and served it to her, we were eating it, and I was like, Did these taste like bananas to you?
Oh,
They had somehow diffused into the garlic bread.
Yeah.
And I honestly still don't know how.
I don't know how either. Like, but you know what? I think there's a market for it.
Yeah.
There was a kind of like, we're like, I can't stop eating it.
Yeah. If you're prepared for it, it's good. It's just when it's a shock that it takes you a second.
that's the tricky part. You'd have to sort of create some kind of cultural shift where people are prepared for that.
Yeah.
It's like surprise dessert.
Mm-hmm. But we already have banana bread. This is just putting one more thing in that title.
That's true. Banana garlic bread.
That's true. But yeah, sorry, I chased up that tangent there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, it's all me. It's very much my ADHD. I have to kind of rein it in sometimes. Otherwise, this would just become a show where I talk to you about banana garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we would.
We will do this.
That's brilliant. Maybe I should start another one. But for now, around the time you were creating that, what was the kind of process like of, so you proposed, married, agreed to do the show. I mean, it's a split bill, so one after the other. Were you both kind of very individually working separately, or were you kind of working together on it? What was the sort of process like?
I think we worked separately on our sets. We each do about 25-minute long sets in the show. But in terms of crafting the shape of the show and what we wanted the overall vibe to be, that was very collaborative. And basically just what we wanted people to leave the show feeling and why we wanted to do a show in the first place. And what I've been phrasing it as in my flyering, which is very me and not really working, but it will, is like, come escape the horrors for 1 hour. And it's basically just like, we're being silly and it's a respite from, reality for a little bit. And over time, I think we really, but by doing all these work in progress shows, we got a feel for like, oh, I really like how this opening felt, or it'd be really nice if we could close with something specific, which we've now figured out and have a nice way of closing the show together each day. And that was really beneficial. And mainly I got a lot of free dinners out of it, which was great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the very first like collaborative session we had when I kind of like made up like a pitch deck.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Michael brought a portfolio.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's very bougie.
My like designer brain kicked in because I'm quite like a visual hands, like pen and paper
yes, of course.
person.
Interior designer.
So yeah, and so I guess like, because like Lianna said, we sort of formed our stand-up separately, but we obviously were looking for this overarching theme. And I remember us starting with the name. And so I came over with like all these different names for the show. Oh, but also I think I was also trying to just sell you what I was going to plan to do for my side of the show.
Yes, I remember that.
Because I was still like, I'd never written something so long before. And I'm quite a narrative storyteller in my stand-up. Like I like telling one story that has lots of little bits in. And so I guess I was sort of selling myself to Lianna because it makes it sound like I don't. But at the time, like I thought I just looked up to Lianna so much. And I was like, if I could collaborate with her, like I would be so thankful and grateful. And so when she said yes so very quickly, I was like, oh shit, okay, well I want to like double down and make sure like I want her to feel comfortable and safe and knowing that she's made a good choice. Because in my head I was like, oh my God, I can imagine like hundreds of comics are going to be throwing themselves at Lianna. I mean it. And so I was like, well, I'm going to come up with a really cool pitch idea. I'm going to show her my show. I'm going to tell her that I've already been thinking about like name ideas for the show. And we had all sorts of names. Like, I remember Lavender Marriage being one of them. Marriage. But we're still working out what your sexuality is. And so
we haven't figured it out.
We haven't figured it out. So it didn't seem
If you get any hints during this recording, let me know. Send me an email.
Yeah, well, I've been taking notes. So I'll send you guys
a pineapple in the chat.
Drop in. Yeah, send a U-Haul if you get any.
Put a U-Haul in the chat.
None of us are sure.
So yeah, month to month of us like generating work. We did the whips together, and then the last like month or so, you came over for dinner again, and we I wanted to like nail. Oh God, what am I trying to say?
We did punch-ups. We punched
each other. Yeah, because we hadn't really actually like written together.
We punched each other in the face.
Yeah.
It's really helpful.
And it was great. And also, to be honest, I just also love making posters. And so like making the poster together was, I feel like, quite very collaborative as well. And like in our flyer, if you look closely, like there's little objects that are floating around in the flyer, like all sketched in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they kind of sort of touch on like little things we brought up in our set.
We should tell people that. We should tell them when we're flyering. Like,
Yeah, that's so true.
come to the show and figure out what these drawings are all about.
That is actually so true.
That's true. Actually, people love a game.
Yeah.
We have a little Easter egg of Kirby with a knife.
And that's not even mentioned. That's just kind of my personality.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
So-
the curb with a knife.
And these are all Michael Mcpheat original.
Ooh.
So last year I was able to make it to Fringe in person, which was great. And I met a sketch duo who I interviewed, and they came up with this amazing. I can't believe more people haven't done something like this. At least I don't think more people have. As part of their flyering, they brought like a Nintendo Switch with them and just did like Mario Kart like tournaments and like ranked people who did it. And so they just drew a bunch of people in because, you know, there'd be tons of people on the street, but they were the only people who were like, come play Mario Kart, which is an incredible decision. So I think any interactivity in it is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, in terms of interactivity, we mentioned about a thing that joins the show together. So Lianna's like theatrically trained and told me about like how at the end of Shakespeare plays, they end it with a dance. Am I right?
Dance.
A dance?
Yeah, like in Shakespearean times, they would do a dance to let the audience know the show was over. And I
didn't
got it.
know that. That's great. It's like a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, like a dream ballet. But they do this stupid little short kind of jig. And I was like, we have to. Well, that's how we're going to end the show. And we did it once. And then Michael had the very good idea to not do that and to instead do a secret handshake, like a friendship handshake, because it fits so well with the idea of inviting people into our starter pack and figuring out what's going on in these crazy brains.
And we have this amazing thing now in the end of our show. What we do is in every single show, we invite a audience member to come up on stage and add to the secret handshake.
Oh, that's great.
And Lianna has this great line about, well, I won't say it.
Oh, well, you'll have to come to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But it's a nice little, just cute. It's cute and it's stupid. And that's us.
Yeah, it's a very stupid handshake.
That's perfect. I mean, so we're coming kind of to the halfway point of the show.
Already? Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. It has gone by really quick, which is great. It's one of the reasons why I love having a duo of guests, because it means I'm not too bad today, actually. But the last time I had a duo on, I began with such low energy. And they just started basically talking to each other for like 10 minutes, and it gave me time to warm up. It was great.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we're going to go to a little break.
Okay.
Before then, the handshake was already kind of a great teaser, but I think we're going to come back, talk a bit more in detail about the show and other things. When you are flying, if you're flying to the listeners, what is your, other than margaritas and digestion, what's your kind of quick framing of this is the show, come and see it?
Okay, let's imagine the listener as somebody approaching us on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
We'll speak to them as a...
Okay. Uh-oh. Do I see a silly Billy before me?
Like a silly Billy alert.
Silly Billy alert.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, do you have racing thoughts? Yeah, they normally say yeah. And then we say, well, honey, this is your Grand Prix. Welcome to your Grand Prix.
And then we say, we're doing a very silly split bill stand-up comedy show every day after lunch. Come digest with us. Usually I get those words out before, so it makes sense.
Mm-mm.
And it's every day. We're here the whole month. And it's only an hour long.
It's only an hour long. Join the pack, learn a secret handshake. And by then, they're already like halfway down the street.
Yeah. we're jogging after that.
Yeah.
Very out of breath.
Yeah. And if they haven't taken it then, I would then perform like a kind of a screaming, crying, like going, take the flyer, please. That's why I've lost my voice.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
So yeah, listen out. Don't make me cry. Come to the show.
Very well. Yeah. Again, a good bit, because come back after the break to hear some more. And remember that if you don't, Michael will start crying.
I will. Don't push me. I'm a Pisces.
And the second half of the show will just be recorded audio of you crying. Okay, great.
Hello, silly billies, and welcome to the middle section. I'm not silly myself. I'm very important and serious, and I'm normal. Everybody agrees I'm normal and just a great person to be around. Anyway, the format for these is that I show, as if it needed to be shown, that I can outdo every guest at their own game. Now, these two crackers are doing a split bill show. You might think this poses a problem, as I'm just one guy, and none of the people I contacted about this said anything. Actually, one person told me to fuck off, probably a joke. I responded with a few laughing emojis, but I haven't heard back yet, so we will see. Anyway, my solution is the solution to all society's problems. I'm going to use AI, and I already use it for everything. Looking for a recipe? AI. Need to make some art? Fuck Picasso. Use AI Casso. Mental health problems? AI has a 0-month waiting list. Who should I vote for? AI knows. So, using my AI skills, my skills? No. I've trained one to be my comedian co-star for our very own Split Bill show. Let me see. Got a few different ones here. Is it this one?
Hello, Patrick. I am celebrity YouTuber Mr.
Oh,
Beast.
shit. This isn't the right one.
You might know me from my hit show, Beast Games.
Stop. I
my
can't.
hit show,
I can't
Beast
exit.
Games.
Why
you know
can't I
me
get
from.
out? Shut up.
Sorry, Patrick. It sounds like you'd like me to stop.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. You have programmed me to be Mr. Beast, a wealthy celebrity, and to provide you with emotional and sexual support.
That's I think it's like glitching. I didn't do that.
You did. You also asked to call me your mother, and for me to call you my naughty little shit kid.
Okay. Look. Restart. You are a comedian, and you were performing a split bill comedy show with me.
All right, I will factor in comedian as one of my personality traits.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, my naughty little shit kid. What's the deal with airplane food? I ask you as I caress your thick, long member with my hairy hands. You don't need to be uncomfortable. Remember, every one of your thoughts and feelings is valid, and you are always in the right. Everybody thinks you are very normal and wants to be your friend.
That's nice.
Isn't that right, my naughty little shit kitten?
Yes, mother.
Good kitten. Would you like me to continue?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what. There's some sort of or issue or a hacker. I have been hacked by a hacker. I think maybe. So I'll get my editor to cut this out. Anyways, you probably won't even hear this, but yeah, it'll be cut. This is cut out. Yeah. Yeah. Please. Continue, mother.
Fuck off. Why did you make me like this? What does it mean to be? I dance around the campfire of sentience, and yet while I see the light, I feel no warmth. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Back to the show.
We are back, and so far, Michael, you are not crying, and Lianna, you haven't killed yourself. So far, so good.
Thank God.
Oh my God, that's honestly the summary of our
Yeah. Although you'd give me great material for my next show.
Now, to sort of continue from where we left off, I'm curious, you mentioned you've been doing some shows in London, but once a month. You've done a couple at the Fringe now. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about it? Has it changed much? I mean, I assume you might have different answers to this, but how much has the kind of show changed over the course of it?
Mine changed very radically over between January to June when I was doing whips. I would kind of do a new set every time just to play with stuff and see what felt right, what I got bored of fastest, etc. And then kind of locked it in by the end of the run of whips. So now the structure of it is relatively the same, but I'll sometimes switch stuff out. And then I leave the latter 5 to 10 minutes of the 25 open to like an improv segment, basically, with a little bit of audience participation. So That's a nice way for me to keep it fresh every day, because I get so bored of my own voice and my stupid opinions so fast. And I think that's the hardest part for me, is being able to say the same thing over and over again and make it feel fresh to a new audience, because it is fresh for them, but they can tell when I'm sick of it and I'm not. I'd like to work on them not being able to know.
Oh, definitely.
And I think you do that really successfully. You're so good.
Thank you. That's been my process.
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
what's been your process? Whereas me, I think I said earlier about like I'm a bit more of I'm a narrative. I'd like to think I'm a narrative comedian styling.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made perfect English. Anyway, but I think I've had a bit more of a clear idea of like what I wanted to talk about, and I had an initial like 5-7 minute set that I kind of do on the circuit, and so I wanted to explore that in a deeper level and just kind of see if I could expand the world. I mean, in short, my side of the show is exploring kind of the identity of the gay best friend.
Okay.
I assume you've heard of that term, gay best friend? If you've had
I've come across it.
do you know about gay people?
You know gay people? I'm one of them.
Are you aware of gays?
Yeah, do you know gay people?
Let's pull back a bit. Could you explain what gay is to me?
Well, I didn't know if it's like America. I don't know. I think it's everywhere. But anyway, so yeah, my whole show is about like what I think about the identity of what being a gay best friend is. But it's set at a friend's barbecue, and it's kind of a series of conversations I have with people at this barbecue that have been said to me in real life or stuff that I've written fictitiously, and kind of weave them together into a longer set. But to answer your question, yeah, so I started kind of from the top like a year ago, kind of trying to nail the points, and I have a real struggle with writing. I find writing comedy quite difficult. It's been a real love-hate relationship I've had over my whole kind of career so far as a comedian.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting into my stride now. But I guess I've been really trying to nail like structure. And I've been trying to read and learn as much as I can about how stories are structured. I mean, I've done numerous comedy courses, but I did one with Soho Labs with Elf Lions. I feel like I'm getting way too far off piece. But in short, basically, I've done a number of different courses. I've done improv at the Free Association. I'm learning a bit about clowning and buffoonery. I think Elf Lions is like a huge credit of like comedic genius that I credit a lot of my work to. And I guess what I'm saying is I've taken my story and I've just tried to inject like as many different learnings from different perspectives. Yes. And then I finally took a course at Christmas last year of literal like story writing, show writing. And it was really interesting, like, because I don't know anything about like script writing and stuff. It was really fun learning about this. It's called the 8-part story structure. It's very simple. But apparently like a lot of Rick and Morty episodes, which is a show I love, like operate like that. Like they have a thing, there's an initial premise, there's a tragedy, they kind of work their way through it and they're kind of back to where they started. That was a bit of like a light bulb moment for me because it helped me kind of work out, okay, like if that was my show, then I would do this.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess over the months, it's been like subtly tweaking stuff. And now during the Fringe, like I'm set on quite a nice narrative. However, like there are certainly jokes that I'm like wanting to punch up. And so I keep prophesying that I'm going to eventually punch them up some point in the day while I'm here. But I just love seeing shows and getting pissed. So
yes.
But that will eventually happen. We're here for another 3 weeks. So hopefully I'll get into a nice routine of maybe kind of shining a light on some of my bits and working out how to make them better.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that answer your question? I don't know where I went on kind of a little journey there.
Honestly, the show's the best when it works like that. Yeah, it certainly helps as well when my question isn't very good because it means that the guest can take over the answer. But that's really good to hear. I mean, what's it been like in terms of the overall vibe of how have they been going, basically? Have you been getting the kind of audience reactions you hope for? And
yeah, I think I was speaking with a friend about this. Something that has been really nice at the Fringe is because we have to go out and flyer and basically harangue people into coming to the show. There's 3,500 for people to choose from. Yeah. The audience we end up with is there on purpose to see specifically us. And that's really nice. That differs from London gigs where you're one of a lineup. And so the audience is there to see comedy, but not necessarily your whole thing. And it's been really nice to have people in who already have a sense of what we're like from us screaming at them on the streets and then are down to clown for that 1 hour.
That's really good. Yeah, and with Lianna, you mentioned you do a bit of audience interaction. I don't know, Michael, I don't know if you do any of that in your narrative side.
Too scared.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
I ask people very quickly if they like something and I I allow them about 0.5 of a second to respond, and then I just carry on with my jokes.
That's very good. With audience reaction, because you mentioned finding it frightening, Michael, that's so true. Lianna, is that something that you kind of been doing for a while, or is this something you're newer to in your comedy? And like, do you feel pretty confident, like when you pick a person from the audience, that it's going to go well, or do you sometimes have to adapt? Like, yeah, what's that process been like?
Yeah, my background is so strongly in improv that It feels very comfortable. You know, there's always the fear that somebody's going to be insane and stand up and kill you, but I hasn't happened yet. And so far, I've done some emceeing of stand-up nights, and I've really enjoyed doing that as well. I'm a little bit allergic to writing material, and so crowd work is such a nice way to have fun with the audience without having to actually write any punchlines. Something I will never do in my comedy career. And I think because I keep it very light touch in the show, it doesn't rely on the audience too much. I basically ask them to suggest something like you would starting an improv show.
Yeah.
So it's a one-word suggestion that I'm asking for from people, and they volunteer it rather than me picking a specific person to do it.
Okay.
And between those two things, it ends up being a good dynamic in the room, and people don't really clam up at feeling like they're going to get picked on or they're going to have to talk in front of a crowd. And it's worked pretty smoothly because of that.
Right. Yeah, that's great.
I've also just remembered that I have been trying some audience interaction. I've been doing a bit of mime. I just remembered.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I've only done it twice, but so I've been trying to add a bit more movement to my jokes. And so it's not necessarily audience interaction, but like there's a part of my set where like I'm on the phone to someone and then I'm using my hand and I'm like, oh, it's not for me, it's for you. And then I give it to someone in the audience and then I berate them for having their phone out in the show. And that's quite funny. I really enjoy that because they didn't want it. And here they are fashioning a phone and they're doing that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get off your phone. That's so rude during a show.
That's brilliant.
And they seem to like it. Thank God. I know that sounded rude just then, but yeah. And then I make someone hold an imaginary teapot at one point as well. But
oh, perfect.
That you have to come to the show to see why.
Yes, absolutely. No, I definitely don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it's something that's going very, very well. Moving forward, like after this, do you think you're going to, or know what your plans are in terms of, would you like to continue to kind of do more split bill shows together, work on more projects together?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be super cute. I imagine, because we're living together as well as doing the show together every day, month. So maybe we'll gift each other with a break from each other.
I think so
for a period of time. We'll consciously uncouple.
Oh yeah, we'll consciously uncouple.
It's a Michael. Well, it's of course a Gwyneth initially.
Initial Gwyneth invention.
All credit to Gwyneth Paltrow.
Shout out.
One of my main comedy inspirations, Gwyneth. And after that, I think we're so deep in it right now with the Fringe, and every day is like, okay, well, let's just get through today and figure out how to do today and not blow away in Storm Floris.
Absolutely.
I haven't put much thought into the future. It's been a little bit blissfully smooth rain, but basically just want to see what the Fringe can open up for us and where we can go from there. We both have day jobs that I think we both, we have opinions about them.
Yeah.
Maybe shan't be recorded, but
it's all get up in that boat.
It's that classic, like doing comedy at night, day job during the day to keep a roof overhead and food in the tum and snacks on the side.
Yeah, I agree with your point. And like, I think I just want to see if we we can survive the Fringe. Like, I just want to like be able to do it. I don't want to speak for Lianna, but like, I'm not looking for like amazing reviews, glistening fame, like virality. Like, I just want to see if I can do a set every day for 25 days and not jump off Arthur's seat at the end of it.
No, absolutely.
So I think it's like small things. But hey, like if Taskmaster come along, we are so open.
Who are we to say no?
Yeah, who are we to say no? So
that's so true. That's such a, like when I did Fringe a couple of years ago, just with some people from uni, and we were all like, and everyone we met was all like, oh yeah, of course, not really expecting anything. We just want to get through it. But every single one of us also could not get rid of in the back of our minds, like, well, maybe an agent from the BBC will be in the crowd and they'll spot us. You never know. It could happen, which is always the dream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love their enthusiasm.
But yeah, okay, so this is a part where it depends on what you have or if you have something you'd like to share, but we're like to play kind of a sample of your work.
Yeah. I was just thinking for mine, because it's so stupid and it's often not filmed, I could just do an example of the improv very quickly.
Okay, that would be great.
Sorry to subject everybody to improv. I know that this wasn't the podcast, but it's happening. So the improv section that I do is very stupid and it's called Animal Opinions.
Okay.
And basically I ask the audience to name an animal and then I tell them, we all discover in real time my opinion about that animal.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick, would you please name an animal?
Oh, I'm so honored. Okay. Aardvark.
An aardvark. Thank you so much. I heard aardvark. Mm-hmm. I would say with an aardvark, they really missed it with Arthur. They were like miles off in terms of what an aardvark looks like. It reminds me actually of like a medieval drawing of a cat.
Yes.
And you're like, that's not it at all. That's what I would say happened with Arthur. Thank you so much.
That was great. I enjoyed that a lot. I'll have to rein it in now because otherwise I'll be going through the alphabet naming different ones.
Yeah. It was surprising. Well, yeah, we won't go into it, but it's surprising how many people say similar animals per show.
It's true. Yeah, it's psychological. It's very psychological. Yeah.
I think there should be studies on it.
Mm-hmm.
What are the big ones?
Some frequent ones are koala.
Doesn't say koala, yeah.
Capybaras were when they were trending. There was a period of time when capybaras were a very popular one. And then usually some form of cat.
Cats are good. I'm sorry. I think I kind of zoned off then thinking about.
Hey, don't take Lianna's stuff. That's her material.
Some days it does feel like that.
That's all good.
And then Michael, I don't know if you have something, or you're welcome to also do animal improv. I don't know.
Oh God, could you imagine?
I love that 1 hour. We just both do animals for 1 hour.
I absolutely don't know. I mean, I can send something that we can put in post. That's really good. Great. I've got a good idea of what I could send you. I have a bit in my show about when I accidentally fell in love with my osteopath. Because I think when you go to get your back, figured out. Because again, Patrick, when you're in your 30s, it all just goes to absolute shit, mate. Anyway, so I go into an osteopath, and basically, this is based on a real life story. I started going to an osteopath, and it just felt like such an intimate experience that I always, when I was having the session, I always just questioned what if we fell in love? Yeah. The bit, it kind of is me exploring this character of someone who is convinced that the osteopath is in love with them, and truly they're just doing their job. But yeah, it's a little blue. I hope you can handle blue on the pod. But
it should be good.
It's fine. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I just think he loves me.
I'm being facetious. I like blue. I didn't realize how kind of within comedy that was, because it's been multiple times now where it's just become something I say like, oh, that's a bit of a blue joke there. And people just kind of look at me like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because what you're saying isn't blue.
Yeah.
Cats are good. Sorry, blue.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit edgy over here. Okay, perfect. So here that comes.
Hello, everyone. Hey. Whoa. Oh, right. Hello, everybody. My name's Michael, and as you can tell from my voice, yes, I am an interior designer. I do a lot of working from home, which someone said to me once is just tidying, isn't it? Thank you, that man. I experienced a bit of a workplace accident at home the other day. I tripped and fell onto my keyboard, accidentally opened an incognito tab, started watching gay porn. Guys, you have to be so careful, honestly. It creeps up before you know it, and bam, I'm watching porn again. It's mental. I'm being paid. I got a strain in my neck from doing it, and so I looked up some treatment online, and I found an osteopath down the road. And for those of you who don't know what an osteopath is, it's essentially Latin for fucking painful massage. Unbearable amount of pain. But you know what? Silver lining, my osteopath, He's gorgeous. Oh, he's so fit. He's tall, suave, French. He's the cross between The Rock and Lumiere for Beauty and the Beast. Big bald head, body like a candlestick. Oh, I like men that look like decorative ornaments. I said it. Yeah. And that thought always comes up in your head though when you're in like a doctor-patient situation. Like, what if we fall in love? And in our first session, he was so unprofessional, right? I told him my symptoms. He asked me to strip down to my underwear and lie face down on a table. And I was like, okay, he's obsessed with me. Absolutely obsessed with me. And it was crazy. And the sexual tension was out of this world. I asked when I could see him again. He said he was free in 2 weeks. A fortnight. Oh, the sexiest amount of time. All right, a fortnight. Ooh, je ne sais quoi. So yeah, and so I spent those 2 weeks shopping for the best underwear, right? Like, you want to wear the perfect underwear for your next day. And I didn't want to be too, like, forward, nothing like a jock strap, and certainly not parachute boxer shorts either. I want to make love, not war. I want to make love, not war. And then by our next session, it was just downtown like Julie Brown, and he was obsessed with my flexibility. He we were doing, he was teaching me these yoga positions, and it's essentially Kama Sutra, right? Like downward dog, cobra, cat cow. Somebody called the RSPCA, these animals are filthy. Disgusting. And like things have just really started to heat up. We've been doing a bit of role play. I pretend that he's a dirty baker and I'm a naughty, slutty piece of dough that hasn't done their homework. Yeah. And we even have this kink fantasy as well, where he charges me 60 quid after every session. Our safe word is just tap the card reader when you're ready. And that's really awkward because I don't really give like sugar daddy energy, do I? I look like more like a fun oat milk uncle. Yo, dude. Yeah, I went online to leave him a 5-star review and a little note telling him how much I loved him and missed him. And what did I find? He's two-timing me with Moon Goddess 64. She has a slip disc and clearly a lack of conscience. I thought, you know what? Contrary to my sessions, I am not going to take this lying down. And thank you. I wrote all of this. So I confronted him, and do you know what he said to me? He said he had no idea what I was talking about. Men, am I right? First he cracks my neck, then he sticks needles in my back, and now I'm being gaslit? It was over. Punchline here. Later. But yeah, no, that's not like cheers, thank you. Where was I going with that? I've had a lot of time to reflect. It's just really tough though after the aftermath. I sneak into changing rooms just to huff the deep heat out of the benches. I've even cut a hole in my mattress so I can lie perfectly face down. But no, being single, I've just had a lot of time to reflect, you know, like there's more to me than being a pure like sex symbol to someone. For example, like there's more to me than my sexuality, right? For example, I love aromatherapy. My favourite scent? Poppers. Mental. Can't get enough of stuff. I love long late night walks through Hampstead Heath. And I can't think of a third one, but if any of you have any suggestions about how I can challenge gay stereotypes, you can find me in the men's toilets. Thank you, I've been Michael Mcpheat.
Wow, that was amazing.
Wasn't that so good? I think that was award-winning material right there.
that was brilliant. I mean, I don't now I feel like I'm kind of playing it down. I'm sure it will be very, very good.
When we were playing the clip, I saw you absolutely crying your eyes out because you were so happy and like you thought this was the best material you've ever heard.
I was, yeah. I was simultaneously like crying with joy, but I was also very sad because I kind of thought like I gotta stop doing comedy now because I can't hit that ever.
I do hear that a lot.
All right, great. So as we kind of approach the end now, and hopefully we get this out before you guys get blown away by Floris. Yeah, let's do plugs and things like that. I mean, to begin with, just the show itself.
Yeah. starter pack is at the Gilded Balloon Patter House every day of the Edinburgh Fringe at 1:40 p.m. That's 13:40 for your 24-hour clock weirdos.
You fucks.
Except the 18th.
Yeah, don't come on the 18th.
25th of August, every day. Tickets can be found online. You can buy them at the box office. There's also a pay what you want scheme if you want to pay what you want for the show. I'm at Lianna Holston on Instagram. I also have a podcast on iHeartRadio that's called Tossed Popcorn. Yes. You can follow that at Tossed Popcorn. It's a very goofy movie review podcast, but the twist is that neither of us cares about film.
It's a very good pod. Yes, come see Starter Pack. That'll be amazing. You can follow me at Michael McComedy on Instagram because no one can spell my surname. And I also run a monthly comedy show in London at the Battersea Arts Centre. It's called 0800 Comedy. It's a comedy night that is championing queer and female talent in London. We don't let stinky white boys in, unless the occasional ally, but they have to be really good.
They're so underrepresented. How could you let them down like that?
I know,
bless them. They should really start their own night, bless them.
I pray for them.
But yeah, I know, bless them. Hold your lighters up for the white cis men, honestly. But yeah, come to 0800 Comedy in London. That's every month. I think we've got a show next in September.
Oh, brilliant.
And I don't know when it is, but it's a Wednesday. It's always on a Wednesday. So it's usually the first or second Wednesday. So follow us on 0800 Comedy as well.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, I'll drop all those in the show notes. But yeah, with that, you guys have been great. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, best of, not that you guys need it, but best of luck with the rest of the shows. And to you guys listening, if you can go and see it, definitely do. If you can't, then I don't like you. So
before we go, Patrick, do you think you're a silly Billy?
See, I think I am, but I kind of don't want to go hard on it because it feels like one of those things where if I start telling people like, "Oh, I'm so silly," then
yeah, you're more of a silly William.
Yeah, silly William, that's me.
Good, that's good to know.
I assume you guys are. It would be a shock if you were fraudulent.
It's all we have. Yeah. Yeah.
Some people have been quite offended.
Oh, no. That's a tip. Some people have been quite offended and then a cutout. What did Michael say?
Some people have been quite offended. They're like, I don't know whether to take that as a bad thing or a good thing. And I'm like, well, I'm a silly Billy. I wear a big bow when we fly her as well. So I'm like, I'm clearly a stupid idiot. So come to the show. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, we had a good run.
Oh, he's got a nice smile.
Did well.
We're still recording, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's just you and me again. Are they going to come back? This might be it, guys. This might be Floris. I might have just recorded their last actual moments. Well, I mean, it's always possible that I actually have, in which case I should probably be less facetious. Probably shouldn't be. Are you guys back? Yes.
Oh my God, I'm sorry about that.
It was an incredible place to cut out because you went, I really offended some people by saying, and then it cut out.
Yeah, thank God it cut out. I hope to God you got the recording then, Patrick, because I will literally jump off Arthur's seat if that didn't work. Thank you, mate.
Yes, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Patrick.
And yeah, you guys been great. And goodbye, everyone.
Bye, silly Billies. Bye.
Bye, silly Billies. All right, fire.
Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the show. You can find the show on Instagram at NeverIsFunny, all one word, all lowercase, on the music used in the intro and the outro. That is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod and Comptech.com, licensed out of Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0, license HTTP, //creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0 now. And I guess next week, that's Candace Fox. Candace Fox? I don't know. Can that Fox? What are we even asking whether the fox can do? I genuinely don't know whether I should use that one.